Hi and hello there. Welcome to the new video of the course, and in this particular video we are going to see the importance of transistors. Before coming to this particular part, let me just give you one example. Let's suppose I'm giving you 500 bucks to you all guys. 500 bucks to you all guys, and this is you. You are happy because I'm giving you 500 bucks. Now you will ask me, sir, why you are giving me 500 bucks? Because you scored good marks in exam. So basically, I challenged you that if you score some good marks in examinations, then I will give you 500 bucks. So somehow by mistakenly you scored good marks, or basically you scored, or basically you got rank one in your school or maybe in your university by mistake, obviously, and that's why unwillingly I'm giving you 500 bucks, right? And you like to play lots of game, so what you are doing, so with this 500 bucks you are going to buy a smartphone, right? So for that you are visiting one shop of obviously of smartphone, and then you are buying one smartphone. So you are buying one smartphone. Now if I ask you that what all things you will see in this particular smartphone, like what are the criteria by which you will decide which smartphone is better. So since you are a gamer, so you will say me, sir, for me the most important part apart from software in this particular smartphone would be the hardware part. The hardware part. I will say fantastic. Then you will say no, sir. In hardware, mostly I will focus in what? And I will focus on the processor. I will focus on the processor. Which processor I am getting in the hardware part. That means what? Basically, you are checking that how this particular smartphone is capable to handle heavy task, right? Like gaming and all, lots of graphical things are involved, you know. Lots of task is involved when you are doing gaming and all. So uh, obviously you are seeing the processor, which processor is good or which processor is capable to handle that particular task, and then you will buy that particular smartphone, right? Now you will say absolutely correct, sir, this is what I meant. Then what if I tell to you that this particular single processor has millions or billions of transistors, millions or billions of transistors. I know this sounds pretty crazy, but it is the truth, it is the reality. So that's why we are studying this particular part, right? That's why we are telling that transistor is one of the important part in any electronic devices. Let me just give you a rough block diagram. I know you like when you hear these particular terms, you might be not familiar, but still this will help you to clear the things out, like why we are studying this particular part, or why I'm basically focusing on transistor in like dedicating one complete course to this particular component, right? So let me just give you one rough block diagram which will give you a clear cut idea of how the things are going to happen in the future, and like what all things may be present in your processor or maybe in your controller. Okay, so the basic unit of the electronic, according to me, it's my opinion, is transistor. So this is your transistor, right? Now with this particular transistor, what you are going to do, you are going to design logic gates. You are going to design logic gates, right? I know you might, all most of you guys might be not that much familiar with these particular terms. We are going to deal with these particular terms in the further courses. With the help of this logic gates you can do lots of stuff, but as of now I will just stick to the point. What you can design, you can design flip flops. You can also design counters. Then you can also design latches, and then further you can design registers, right? These are the basic what I can say block diagram. I'm just combining all of them. Okay, registers, right? And then what, and then just by doing all of these things, you make what, you make processors. There are many more fundamental blocks involved in this particular process, but we are not going in that detail. We are just sticking to the basic part, like what all things are important for us, and then we will try to draw certain conclusion. Then we are getting processors, or processors or what processors or controllers. and controllers I will write, because they are not same thing, processor and controllers. Right now I'm not explaining that what is the difference between processors and controllers, right? I'm just focusing on the some of the things which is required to draw certain conclusion right now. uh, yes, so I will like to highlight these two particular things. So as you can see over here, these are your transistor and these are your processors, right? So as you can see, there is a clear cut relation between transistor and processor. Let's suppose if I am telling you that transistor is not functioning well. If some of few of the transistor is not functioning well, that means your processor will lag. Obviously it is going to lag, and it will not give you or it will not perform well, like right, in your daily task. Maybe you are playing games or listening to music, so your mobile may get hang, or maybe something like that will happen, right? So that's why transistor plays a very significant role over here. So from my side, I'm giving you one conclusion. Okay, this is my opinion, right? The opinion may change from person to person, but this is what I personally feel. Sir, what you are feeling right now? See this particular thing. So I'm going to write 2 points, and these 2 points are pretty important. As cell is considered as cell is considered as as cell is considered to be a basic fundamental unit of life, fundamental unit of life, right? I hope you know this particular sentence, because even if you are not a biology oriented student, but still you might have heard this particular thing, maybe in your uh, secondary school or primary school, whatever that may be. But this is the basic unit, like this is the basic sentence you might have heard in your life, like these two particular sentence: cell is a basic unit of life, and mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, right? So similarly, this is according to me. Opinions may change from person to person, but this is my opinion. Similarly, in any electronic device, or basically similarly, transistor is considered to be a basic or a fundamental unit, or fundamental unit of any electronic device, of any electronic device. I know this sounds little confusing right now to you all guys. I will clear this particular thing. What I meant to say is, let's suppose I'm taking any device. In your home there might be TVs, right? There might be refrigerator, there might be computers, right? There might be laptops and smartphones. I'm writing in short form. There might be washing machines, right? So all these things might be present in your home. So the common thing which is required over here is, like in this particular some of the things, like TVs, computers, laptops and smartphones. This particular thing I'm highlighting it with the blue color will require, this particular thing has processors, or microprocessor, or processors, right? Processors. Whereas this particular thing, that means refrigerator and washing machine, they have a controller. And my dear student, just now we studied what? The processor, and the controller. The processor and the controller are made up of what? Are made up of transistors, are made up of millions or billions of transistors. That's the different scenario. But a long story short, the transistor is a basic or the fundamental unit of any devices. So these are the devices you have: TV, refrigerator, computers, laptops, smartphones, washing machine. You can take n number of examples, but when you try to go in in some depth or in some broader way, you end up having millions or billions of transistors, right? So that's why over here I'd written this particular sentence that transistor is considered to be a basic or fundamental unit of any electronic device. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, so now I hope that you got to know that why we are studying, or basically why I am dedicating one complete course to this particular topic. Okay, so I'm ending this video over here. Thank you.